So a few years ago, right? I'm dating a chick, and everything's going good. So I thought. She requested that I be more romantic. She said I wasn't romantic enough for her. I wasn't sure. I thought I was being romantic. I never had a problem with being romantic before, so I thought the things that I was doing was romantic, but she felt like they wasn't. Now, prior to her saying that, we had been together for some years, and I had my own reservations about her as well in the relationship, but I felt like I just accepted her for who she is, where she is, and everything like that. And everything was cool on my end. But she kind of gave me an ultimatum. I was a kid, my grandma told me, like, if somebody tell you they way or the highway, always take the fucking highway. But love make you do some shit that ain't really you, you know? So she said, I need you to be more romantic. You know, this ain't really working for me, da-da-da. So I say, okay, cool. I set my intentions to be more romantic. And it became like a duty instead of just a natural thing, like a chore, like this thing I had to complete. And I would just do these things. I would always be thinking, like, she said she like this, I'm gonna do this. And it wasn't even just getting a gift, it was how it was presented. Getting her something like a gift and just giving it to her wasn't good enough. I had to do shit like get the gift and then get her car keys and go put it in her car where she can see it and surprise her with it. It wasn't just good enough to just, she mentioned this and I pop up with it. I had to like present it in a certain way for her to be happy, right? So I started doing all these things. Now, as I'm doing these things, I'm like, damn, I'm working kind of hard right now. Like, this relationship feels like work.
Gotta go to performative as fuck.
And
gotta go to the car.
It was a lot. It was a lot. And what ended up happening is now there's a level of resentment growing to us for like, okay, well, I was cool with your deficiencies 100% before, but now because I'm working so hard, I'm not cool with your deficiencies no more. Now, all the little things that I was cool with you was doing wrong, now I need to do everything right.
Your pettiness
because
rises.
I'm working hard. You know what I'm saying?
Your petty turned up.
Pettiness
and
rises.
It literally deteriorated our relationship because she wasn't willing to change the things like I was. And if she wasn't willing to do it fast enough for my liking, because when you fall into that space with somebody where you're trying to please them, it's like you're being graded on everything instead of like you're just doing things and it's being appreciated. It's almost like it's like homework. It's like you're turning your homework and waiting for it.
If you lazy, you waking up at fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and shit like that,
Popping bottles,
you're setting the tone for everybody because you're the leader.
popping pills,
That's just what comes with being a man.
popping bitch ass niggas.
I don't want nobody making decisions over my life except me. Not a woman, not a judge, not an officer, not no motherfucker.
When them bullets hit him up, look like son had a seizure. Run up, give it up, you know the procedure. I be sipping Jack and honey.
I don't think nothing can make me feel like a man. I don't think nothing can make me not feel like a man.
Chains on my collar.
You can't take the benefits of being a man without the responsibilities.
Give you niggas halos. Got it, kid.
Welcome, another episode. Roses I did. This is episode 4 for the rebrand, but you know we on like 217 or some shit
18,
like that,
220.
man. And today, you know, we got a guest in the building, man.
Your pettiness.
Your pettiness, man. We got our boy Tahoe here from New York.
Yo,
Hard or Soft podcast,
What up?
So Shameless podcast.
Absolutely.
One of the hardest working people in podcasting that I've ever seen.
Tell me about it.
Showed up to the Battle of the Sexes show in New York and absolutely killed it, murdered
It
it.
was fun.
I would say not just a podcaster, but a master orator. I feel like the way that your delivery on shit is just crazy. You know,
Can be, but shit, you put me next to goddamn Loon and Dodge, they be smoking me now. Like,
yeah,
they be smoking me. So,
sure,
yo,
for sure.
I'm glad I got it. I know, you know what I'm better at? Building good teams. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So that's a good thing. And doing that, you got to see people's positives and their negatives, and you got to know how to work with it.
Yeah,
Something that you might not really be that good at.
for sure.
You know, according to that story that you were saying.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think about that? The way he's saying, like, he started getting petty. It seemed like he was holding her in contempt. Hey, bitch, you gonna make me work?
It sounded like it was cool until
It was crazy.
It's cool when they do it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, so why did you hold her in contempt when she told you that? Like, this is how I kind of like being loved. This is 'cause, like, I love you, and these are the things that would really make me happy. Why did that kind of bother you?
Well, it didn't bother me at first. It just felt like, well, I would say this. It did bother me a little bit because, you know, when you get to know people, they kind of talk about their exes and they talk about this and they talk about that.
Yeah.
And a part of me kind of felt like she wanted me to be her old guy.
Ooh.
Some of the shit that she had told me about early on when we was just cool, vibing, kicking it, she was starting to ask me to do that shit. I'm just like, I remember you told me that y'all did that.
He would do that.
And now you want me to
Did you
do
say that
it,
to her?
and I'm not. At some point, I probably didn't say it when I needed to say it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I probably didn't say what I needed to say it. I probably said it when it boiled over, and it's just like, hey, look, you know. But so that was my only issue. But I love Shorty, and I wanted that situation to work. It just was like, I'm cool with doing these things. I was cool with it for a couple months, and then when the things that she did that I didn't like, that I was tolerating, it just became less tolerable, like naturally. Like it wasn't a conscious thing. It wasn't like, oh, I gotta do this, now you gotta do that. It literally just became naturally less tolerable.
Just find
You know
it
what I'm saying?
interesting that, you know, one thing about women, they're going to tell you some shit, but we don't do that. We kind of learn how to do. We'll sleep on spikes if we love the person that's next to us on spikes.
That's real.
And we won't even be like, yo, this is uncomfortable.
I hate that.
That's
You know what I'm
exactly
saying?
what was happening.
We do it all the time. Men, especially black men, I can't say what white men do, but we do that all the time. We kind of just take whatever because we like them and we don't want to come off as pussy or we don't want to come off as weak or complaining.
You know why that is, bro?
Exactly.
It's because we put women on pedestals.
Yeah.
When you put that woman on the pedestal, you're gonna put up with way more than you would a woman you don't have on the pedestal. And that's usually the woman that you can get to be quote unquote cooperative.
And that shit is the worst thing that you could do. That is like having a rock in your shoe and trying to run a track.
But I also feel like we're taught that deal with it. We taught to deal with the rock in your shoe. You don't stop and take the rock out your shoe. You run that fucking race with the rock in your shoe.
I mean, if you want to, because at the end of the day, like he said, if it's a chick that you meet and she just beats, you just want to fuck, and she's like, well, I want intimacy, you gonna be like, yo, you know what? She gonna be like, well, why you don't call me no more? Because you know what? You wanted something I ain't want to do that.
I ain't want to do it.
I didn't want to do that. But it's when you do want to be there that you don't know how to express yourself. You won't say it because you kind of don't. I don't know if it's imposter syndrome.
You don't want to rock the boat.
I don't know if it's machismo. You know, we too macho. So you say, I don't want to say that I'm uncomfortable. I want to rock the boat, like you said.
Yeah.
And when she said what she said to you, you had the whole room your floor was yours to say, yo, honestly, I fuck with that. I would love to build our relationship to something where we both happy, but there's a few things, like, I don't know if we could, like, maybe check in every Monday. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to come back at you right now, but I'm pretty sure there's a few things that I think about and I kind of just deal with. And I think it'd be dope if I worked on you while you work on me. And let's kind of meet in the middle, but we don't do that. Yeah. We tend to burn out.
Yeah. We'll just put up with it. And like you said, at the end, you felt the need to, all right, this is what I got a problem with.
Yeah.
That was at the end versus, like he just said, you had the opportunity when she presented her requirements or whatever the case
But
may
it
be.
would have felt tit for tat though.
It did feel.
It would have, because I'm cool with it, and I never said anything about.
But
these
are
things.
you cool with it though?
I was genuinely cool with it because it's like you're not gonna be perfect.
So then
So
you
like,
just being
so my thing is like, I don't like these things, but I'm not looking for perfection. So I'm wholly accepting.
I feel you.
I can deal with the fact, like, she was just super selfish and self-centered, right? I'm like, I could deal with that.
Why? Would
That's
you
a
ever
lie.
do that?
It just
Because when
didn't-
you be in love, bro.
it didn't rock. It's not even about being in love. I'm not like, what issue? This is the thing. When you get with somebody, it's gonna be something that you don't like.
That's real.
It's gonna be something that you don't like. Her level of selfishness wasn't necessarily killing the relationship for me. It was annoying at times, but it wasn't like crazy to the point where it was just like, I can't deal with this. You know what I'm saying? I was cool
And
with
that's
it.
different for different people.
But it was like, okay, you have one issue with me, and you're like, if you don't change this, I can't do this. So it's like, you're looking for perfection. I wasn't. So now that I'm doing all of this fucking work,
All right, we finna make this
after a
shit
few
even.
months, it's like, now that you're doing the selfish thing again, it's like, hey, you know what? I don't like that shit no more. And it didn't come from a petty spirit. It just literally came from like, it's like anything. When you do the group project and you working your ass off, and the other nigga not doing shit, it's like, bro, you gotta do something, bro. Like, you gotta do something. Like, I did the project We finna get an A on it regardless. But nigga, tonight, the last day before it's due, you got to do something. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it felt. It felt like I was working by myself.
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. You never asked her to work though.
At the end, I guarantee if you would have, the best time to express yourself was when she was, even though you felt like it would have been seeming tit for tat. Mm-hmm. That was just an opportunity to have a conversation on what we both need for this to be a successful relationship.
I don't disagree with that, but I think it has to be done in a very specific way. I didn't know that then, but I know that now. Yeah. Because I think that if I come to you with a problem and you respond with a problem that I never heard of before, it's like, what the fuck is this?
I know, I've been listening, you know what I've been thinking while you've been talking. I just been sitting here just like, I just think you a really petty nigga.
I think you a really this is not the first time I heard that, but I disagree though.
I think you a really petty nigga. And it's,
why you think I'm petty,
why
bro?
is because you just didn't want to do those things. And you started holding that shit against her. And you start paying more attention. So now you got her under a microscope. Whereas before you said, yo, I ain't really care about none of that shit. But now you're holding her in for contempt for what you've already agreed to. What you've already accepted, what you already told her you like, what you already told her. No. This doesn't bother me.
There was no
much.
Verbal agreement on that.
But I just was ignoring the shit. Showed her that before any of that, you was cool with it, and then even now you're like, this shit didn't bother me until she made me go get her things and put it in the car. It was like the extra shit. It wasn't even the getting her things. It was the actually going to do it the way she wanted to do it. And that's bitch ass shit. With all due respect, I'm not calling you a bitch ass nigga. I'm not. I'm saying because I'm a bitch ass nigga. So what I know when I'm doing bitch nigga shit, and it's just because I feel a way that's mad corny, but I can't help it, and I'm gonna treat you that way until we had this conversation, and then I get over the feelings behind it, and I say, you know what, I did that on purpose. I was being a bitch ass nigga when I did that. But I was being on purpose because I didn't tell you how I really felt. And so this was my reaction to it. Yeah. So again, I was not talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about the shit behind it. You literally was holding her in contempt for shit that you never expressed, that you really ain't have a problem with. You just didn't like that she held you
to standards.
Yeah. You didn't like that shit.
I didn't like that shit.
And so you started acting up. You started finding faults where there really wasn't, with things where you was like, you know what? I'm cool with that.
No. I'm gonna say it probably was false, but not
cool
enough for him to voice it.
He was cool with it.
Like it's like, okay, I don't like this, but it ain't.
I know. And listen, I'm not gonna say I didn't voice it as if like I was just silent. Okay. It was more a situation where it's just like I'm not finna leave over this shit. Okay. So when those situations come up, it'll be so you know how it is when you're person you date and have a personality trait. That shit is gonna present itself in 1,000 different ways. Yeah. Right. So if the situation is self-centered, is you can only see shit from your way. That's gonna be every time we have a problem. That's gonna be a part of getting over the problem is the fact that you only see this your way. So it's not this. So this is something that's not voiced. It's voiced. But it's not something I'm like, hey, you got to change this, or I'm leaving. It's just like, okay, I see the pattern. I see this is who you are, but cool.
And it's one thing.
I ain't finna get up out of here over that shit.
That's like me. I'm an only child.
Me too.
So I'm innately selfish. I only have to think about myself all the time. I'm used to being by myself, so sharing is an extra effort for me. Actually thinking about somebody else before I think about myself, that's an extra effort for me. So to do that and to continuously do that, and then somebody over there is selfish, or you calling me to the table like, oh, well, you don't do this and you don't do this, and I'm like, bitch, all the shit that you don't do. So I get it. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. But again, you kind of had already signed that you was cool with that contract, right? You was kind of, was you really ready? How old are you?
I'm 33 right now. At the time, I was 25, 26 maybe.
Do you think you're more ready now to be in a successful relationship than you were at that point?
Yeah, definitely.
What changed?
Me even understanding that situation, looking back, because when that shit was happening, I didn't have these thoughts that I have right now. It was just happening. Like I was just experiencing it. But I'm a lot more self-aware now.
What would you do now
than
differently?
I was then. What I do now differently, I would have just left the situation.
Because you didn't want to get her gifts.
Not because I didn't want to get her gifts. And it wasn't about, I got her gifts all the time. It wasn't about the gifts. It was the way that the things that she was asking me to do weren't natural for me. it just wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? What she was looking for just wasn't me. We weren't compatible at the end of the day. And I'm gonna say this too. Sometimes love languages is a real thing, right? I didn't necessarily understand that as much at that time. I think love languages are limited. You have like 5. I think it's way more than that. But at the same time, you know, I felt like she would always be like, she was not always, but it's times she would say stuff like, well, you don't do anything for me. But it was like,
that's so triggering.
It's super triggering, but she wanted like a lot of gifts and things like that. I was more of a naturally an acts of service guy. Like, you don't have to worry about, it's so much shit you don't have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? It's so much shit you don't have to worry about. But it was just the natural compatibility of, these are things I naturally do. Some of the things, like these gifts and shit, like I'm gonna do that, woo woo, but she wanted that shit like,
she was better off
that was her
finding
thing.
a guy who is just like naturally want to be creative and giving his gifts. Like he just wants to do that shit versus he notices his woman likes that. Okay, let me adjust to try to, appease my girl versus you can easily just find a nigga who that's just what he do. And y'all gonna mesh so well.
And you know the thing was, she was great at that.
Mm-hmm.
She was
you usually are great at what you want.
She was a hell of a gift giver. A hell of a gift giver. Yeah. So she expected that. And we talked about it years later, and I was like, and I told her, like, you can't, and like, find, the person that fits you, but you can't always expect your gift from other people. Your gift is your gift. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, my gift is like, I'm able to give her, to this day, she still calls me for advice on fucking everything, right? And I'm like, I don't expect that from you just because I'm good at it. I don't expect that every time I call you, I'm gonna get great advice. That's my thing. She's a like, I could tell her some shit 3 years ago. Oh, Priest Holmes is my first favorite football player. Not right now, but when I first started watching football, it was because of Priest Holmes. I told her that shit when we first met. Right? When we met, I was 25. On my 31st birthday, Priest Holmes' jersey number is number 31. She gave me a Priest Holmes jersey for my birthday. Wow. Crazy shit. Wow. We had broke up and made up years later.
Right.
And she remembers some shit from years ago.
That's crazy.
I can't do that. That's what she wanted though. Crazy. That's the shit she was looking for. She was looking for like if she literally was like, if she brought up a bunch of shit and was like, oh, I want this, and I bought her that shit, that wasn't cool enough. It had to be some mind blowing shit because she was the one mind blowing shit, it just wasn't me.
You know what the thing is about that, and I think women complain about this all the time when it comes to men, especially men that have finance and do shit. It's this one word is effort. Mm-hmm. I feel like women just really put a lot of effort into their relationships when they like somebody, and even love language shit. Most women, not all, will conform to the relationship that he wants. And a lot of times they will sidestep the things that they want. Mm-hmm. A lot of times they will lower their standards to where he's at sexually, intimacy-wise. They were like, all right, this is where he is.
Yeah.
Whereas she might want to do this and she might want to do that. She be like, you know what, this is where he is. I like him. I'm cool right here. But we don't do that. You guys see these the relationship painting things?
You're talking about when a person is drawing the other two people and it's like a crazy ass.
Right.
Yes.
You notice that the woman more times than not kind of gets the guy. She kind of gets his essence. You know what I'm talking about? They have like two easels. They're sitting across from each other.
Okay, yeah. No, I don't know.
So the woman sits here, the guy sits there, and they paint each other on the easel.
Oh, okay.
They paint each other on the easel.
Oh, I saw that. Okay, yeah.
They give each other the picture and hold it next to you.
Bro.
Right? You notice how most of the women paint the guys basically how they are.
Yeah.
They pay attention. Mm-hmm. But when you see the guy's picture of her,
it's regular. It's no effort. It's a fucking stick figure.
It's nuts every time.
That's terrible.
It's nuts.
That's terrible.
A lot of times, that's the way we love.
All right.
We don't put as much effort into it as they. We ask them to meet us where we are.
Right. I want to accept that is the way you said it, just because you have more experience than I do. But
you just call me old.
No, I thought
you call me old and you said I got more bitches. It was either one or the other.
You got more bitches than me. You got way more bitches than me. Like, you got all the bitches. Listen, New York is crazy too. But
it is.
this is what I would say this too, right? So when it comes to effort, I think that if this is naturally your gift, if gift giving is naturally your gift, it's going to be easier for you to me. So the level of effort that you're putting in to get this done isn't the level of effort I got to put in because I don't know how to do this shit, right? But my effort is like, if anything happened with your car, if anything happened in the crib, if anything, any problem you have, you don't have to worry about no problems. Any problem you have is I'll make solve. So to me, that's my effort. But to her, that's not what she's looking for. So it don't check the boxes. It don't really count.
Let me give y'all a hack real quick. Everybody that's listening. The easiest way to figure out the person that you dating, if you want to know exactly how to treat them in the way that they want to be treated, literally just pay attention to how they treat you. Because you said she was a great gift giver.
Facts.
Like how creative she was and this and that. Like I even see it in what I do. Like we do this nonverbal communication thing where we try to treat people how we want to be treated. Yeah. So my big thing is physical touch. So I always find myself, since it's my language.
Horny ass nigga. Okay, go ahead.
See, look at you. This is why niggas don't express themselves. But no, like since mine is physical touch, I'll find myself, I'll grab your leg or just anything because I want that. So I'm showing you what I want through my actions. Yeah. So with your shorty, she was so great at gifts because she wanted you to do that. Yeah. So just pay attention to whoever you dealing with. Look at how they treat you in certain things. And if you pay attention to that and just give it an exchange, you'll figure it out.
But I also think like if you don't have that skill, then what? Like, is it a compatibility issue?
If you don't have what skill, their skill,
whatever the skill is,
it can absolutely be a compatibility issue, and you need to just, you know what I'm saying. So this is the thing. It's okay to part ways. 9 times out of 10, the person you dating is probably not the one.
Yeah, that's how that's 10. They're probably not the one.
like you're gonna end up marrying one person if that's your goal.
Right.
One person. How many people are you dating? Yeah. Like the odds that the person that you probably feeling so strongly for, it might not go in your favor. You know what I'm saying? So.
I just really feel like women do that better. Women will acquiesce to the situation. To him, she will learn that nigga.
Yes, bro.
They study they nigga. They study they lover. That's what they do. Right. But we are very concrete. We stay in our shell. Yeah. We've built this facade, this image of ourselves, and we have to stay in it. And it's actually harmful because when you're talking about what if it's not you, well, you were able to learn science. You were able to learn math. You were able to learn English. You were able to learn your block.
From nothing.
You're able to learn your mother's mannerisms, your father's. You know the people around you. You understand all of this shit. But if there's one person that you choose and you're choosing not to learn them, you're choosing not to acquiesce to them. And that's a personality thing. Because when you want to, you'll do it. When we want, niggas take off for this whole motherfucking world, nigga. We built buildings, 30 fucking stories, nigga. We want to do some shit. We gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's like, I could just find somebody else that don't need me to do that shit. And that's just, it's kind of that's a love language as well. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to communicate that shit to yourself as to really say what you're willing to do. I seen a movie, Untouchables, back in the day. He's like, what are you willing to do? That's what it comes down to.
I'll combat that with this, right? I did learn how to do science, but I didn't want to be a scientist, right? I learned it to get a grade, to get a result, for a short-term result, and get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you, but I think when you're talking about like longevity, you want to be comfortable. Like, I don't want to work. I don't want to have to like
be performative. Then you're not ready for a relationship.
Nah, bro, not. I'm willing to do the emotional work, but this thing, these little tedious things to where it's like, oh, your birthday comes up, Christmas comes up, is like anxiety like a motherfucker, because it's like, damn, like, what if I do this wrong? What if I do this right? Ooh, like, I bought you this shit, you didn't like it, you left it at my house. Like, this shit is crazy.
That sound personal.
Nigga, this is my bitch. Like, it is, right? It was personal. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? This is my girl. Like, it was times like,
what did you get her?
Nigga, I was buying shit, like, bro, like, it wasn't even a thing. It was multiple things. It was just like, ooh. But it was like, it just wasn't. I've never had that issue with anyone I've ever dated outside of that. I've never had a woman be like, oh, you're not romantic or you're not. I've never had the issue.
That's almost like a culture shock because I had dated a woman and like you hate to like kind of toot your horn type shit, but
I don't.
No, I don't crazy. But like prior to that, shorty, I'm prototype type shit. Like I don't get really complaints. Yeah. So for me to not be showing up in a way that you feel like I feel like I'm good at, and I have receipts.
Yeah,
it's
what was the thing though?
What was that thing?
What was the thing? Because this is a transparent podcast, nigga. We spilling it. Like
this nigga always
he always try to like throw these concepts out here. This is the storytelling podcast, though. This is like
bro. You know what? Ain't even. I'm not even worried about saying this because there's so many receipts that Trump what she was talking about.
It don't matter. Though.
I'm gonna tell you. Shut up.
All right.
She was not satisfied with the sex, and I have so many receipts prior to. I'm just like, hell no. What do you mean? So I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm sorry.
Wait. I'm like, what you mean? So she voiced her opinion and tell me what's happening or whatever. But long story short, it ended up being just an incompatibility type of situation.
Like
where
chemistry.
We didn't have any fucking sexual chemistry. Like, it was strange. I had more sexual chemistry with a one-night stand than I did with the woman I was dating.
Why do you think that is?
We just wasn't compatible. It's not hard to figure out.
She didn't get wet for you. You didn't get it.
It was hot and cold. It was like some day, boom. Other days, it's like, all right, fuck it. You said what?
What you said? Hard to solve.
It was hard to solve.
Hard to solve, exactly, right. You know what I'm saying? So
what are the things that she wanted you to do?
Bro, it wasn't even no astronomical shit. It wasn't complicated. Like the same shit that I would do with her. Yeah. Like if I did that shit to another woman, she gone. She at the door. She loves me. But with shorty, right. It was a certain way. But it's also what it boiled down to. She was used to dating a certain type of guy, right? So, like the like a street nigga, right? You know, I don't want to tell your business.
Tell my business. That's what I do.
Okay, right. Remember when you was dating Jazz?
Yeah, you didn't have to say names.
Damn, names is crazy, bro.
Let's go. Shout out to you, Jazz.
Shout out to Jazz.
Damn, go crazy though. If you would have said shorty with the joint over there, and if you would have said the hood chick, I would have knew exactly who you was talking about.
This is why I don't drink. It's my birthday though, y'all. So whatever.
Shout out to
Jazz. Forget a birthday boy, Jazz.
But when you that part, what she was used to dealing with,
yeah,
like it was literally the same situation.
That shit was wild, yeah.
And I'm just like, bitch.
Yeah, you got to communicate that
used
to us.
Nah, she was like used to some like the streetest nigga of street niggas. Like,
right.
She used to like talk to me about how this nigga got shot up and how he survived and how he came back and how every nigga, if she walk in a room, niggas be scared and all this shit. And she used to be like, oh, well, the nigga gonna be over here, you gonna come. Like I was supposed to be scared of the nigga. Like it was crazy. It was like, all right, bitch, I get it.
Okay, so what does that have to do with sexually?
So
she wanted more aggression?
More aggression. So I am more so, I mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Soft, aggressive. It's a mixture. But for her, she was used to predominantly aggressive, because you gotta think about it. She want aggressive sex from an aggressive nigga who she's dealing with.
She wanted her ass slapped over hard, back shots, you know what I'm saying?
13 minutes. She didn't even want me to punch her in the nose type shit. I'm just kidding. But no, like it's people that's into that type shit.
Some people like to slap hard.
At the end of the day, it was just we were incompatible sexually, and like long term, it was just a thing that I had to go figure out, because when you're dating somebody, you don't really know until you get to a certain point. And I'm not just talking about sexually. I'm just talking about 100%, like just being compatible.
Right. Once you learn them and they learn you, and
it's like this probably ain't it.
This ain't it. How long was y'all dating?
Maybe 8 months.
So y'all had if y'all fair an amount of skirmishes.
You know what's crazy, bro? We had a fucking ball together. We had the most fun together.
Outside the house.
Outside, we would go out. We would go crazy. Like it was a fucking ball. When it's time to have sex,
all right.
It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what's going on?
Yeah, I've had situations like that.
She couldn't. We went in a relationship, and if whatever.
What's the solution to that? You just get the fuck up out of there?
Yes.
We were better as friends. But the fact that we really wanted to be with each other fucked that friendship up. You know what I'm saying?
How do y'all feel about that? Like, it be a lot of chicks, and I be taking my time with hitting chicks because I be like, majority of the chicks I fucked, we would have been way better as friends. Like, I didn't need, like.
But this is my thing. I really don't need any more platonic female friends. Like the women.
I don't mind them though.
But check it out though. The women that I have in my life, like I got somebody in every category. I got spiritual sisters. I got, you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck did you just laugh at that?
He said sisters.
He said God.
He didn't say I got spiritual friends. I got spiritual sisters. He put a hair wrap on her though. Like he put the Nubian queens.
But no, like every category, like I got really good friendships with women where I could. First of all, I got sisters, like blood sisters, and then if it happens, cool. But I'm not just finna befriend you just because. Like, I get it. We can be associates, and that's the thing, fellas. Y'all gotta know you don't have to, especially if you shoot your shot at a woman and maybe she's not into something romantically with you. You don't have to settle for a friendship. She can absolutely be your associate, and that's okay because it's not genuine on your end. Because you got to think about it. What did you want? What did you ultimately want? You wanted something romantic. And even if she turns it down, that's okay. But that don't mean you have to settle for what she wants. Because she wants a genuine friendship from a guy. That's not what you want. You capping right now. So it's okay to just be like, you know what? We can be associates.
Absolute facts. Absolute facts. I never let somebody put me in a friend zone if I don't want to be there. I definitely will say, I want to fuck.
Right.
I want to fuck with you. I'm never going to let her say, no, we just friends. No, we're not. We're not just friends. I'm telling you right now, you might think I'm your friend. I'm trying to fuck with you. So please don't put me in it. Don't ever think that that's what it is. I'm not going to play the friend card with you. I'm not going to come help you put up your TV. No. I'm not going to help you. Yeah, I'm not doing none of that.
You're trying to fuck out you put up the TV.
I'm not going to lie. Over time, like, I agree. But when time pass on,
let's hear it.
It'd be like, I don't give a fuck no more. Like, we could be cool. Like, there's a lot of chicks who.
That's what I said. You can be cool.
Nah, you still.
That's associates.
No, I'm not though.
If she give you some action, so have you ever felt disrespected? The chick try to give you some box afterwards, like later on. Maybe she fell off.
Yeah, if she fell off.
Shit,
Yeah,
she would come run down on you. That you never looked at her like.
Absolutely.
I'm not getting close to a chick. Once we say it's not gonna work. We are not. I'll see you in the next lifetime. I'm good.
Next lifetime.
No. But if you look the same as if when I wanted you, I'll consider fucking. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. But, all right, you said I'm a petty nigga.
I know you a petty.
And I disagree. But I agree. So listen, this is the thing. Like, the reason why I can be cool with a chick after is like I wanted to fuck, she wasn't on shit, she tried to friend zone me. And at the time, it's like, nah, I'm not on that type of shit. But later on, we can be cool. It's because I'm so petty that if you do try to give me the pussy, I'm not taking it no more.
See, that's my thing, though.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I am the type of person that I don't have to have every kill.
Yeah.
I don't. So if it don't work right now, whatever, and we friend zone or we become later on, you don't get to choose me. Like, and after you done dumped me,
but
for
me, it's like we can be friends because I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of doubling back on me. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of like, oh, I dubbed this nigga back then, and now I'm on him. Like,
I think
I'm gonna let you be. I'm gonna let you get as close as you want. We could be super cool, and you try to give me the pussy, I'm gonna turn it down.
That's not petty. And you're acting like you're.
I'm petty,
and you're acting like you're her friend.
She's definitely my friend.
Yeah, but it's like not really.
Why is she your friend? Because you won't fuck her?
Because she cool. She tolerable.
She's tolerable.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You're wild.
Yo, you hear what I'm saying? This is the epitome of pettiness.
I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy.
Like, cause you smile her face every day.
She cool though.
Knowing I don't really like you like that. You're just tolerable.
No, but she okay though. Like, what percentage of women are tolerable? Reggie.
What percentage of women are tolerable?
Yeah, what percentage of women are tolerable?
He's trying to
a low number.
What percentage of women are tolerable on some friendship shit?
I don't really deal with tolerable.
Either you game or you're not.
I get annoyed easily.
Me too.
I don't really like noise. So tolerable feels like noise.
That's
to
that
me.
only
Like,
child
I got
shit.
mad kids. I got 2 baby mothers. I don't really need no. I don't need that. That's not my body. So if I'm considering you a friend, it's because you're adding value, and I appreciate your value in my life. And
Let's talk
and
about.
I'm hold that up.
I like that you said the word value.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I feel a friendship is mutual on both ends.
Yes.
I'm getting something,
Yes.
and you're getting something.
Yes.
This is what niggas be fucking up, right? When niggas just say some shit like, "Yeah, you just missed out on a great friendship. She could have put you on game with women." This the thing. No woman can give me advice on women. I don't take it. I'm dealing with women. You're not. And it's going to be bias.
I disagree with that.
No. It's going to be bias. Because a woman will give you advice on how to treat another woman, yet she is receiving the same treatment that she's telling you to give another woman from a guy that she's not interested in. Or that she doesn't, you know what I'm saying? That's just not working for her.
I feel like.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Yeah, I definitely disagree with that. You
that's
wanna
me.
start? Go ahead.
I
Why
just
not?
feel
I
like
wanna hear
women have given me so much insight on how women think. It's not about her giving me advice on how to get a woman, but just how women
I should be
think,
specific then.
how women react to things emotionally. So it's like, okay, I'm a nigga.
Yeah.
Period. I'm a nigga. At the end of the day, I'm limited to being a nigga. Like
Right,
that's
right.
my cap. That's my cap. Like I can't get past being a nigga.
love
At the
that.
end of the day,
I
right?
love that.
So
That should be the title.
yeah, like you don't. So that should be tight.
I need to do that in there.
I'm
So
limited
like,
to being a nigga.
I'm limited to being a nigga. I can't surpass that, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like, can I be emotional? Can I tap into my feminine energy? Yeah, but to a certain extent, though. So my female friends are my women friends, have it whatever we call it today.
Your tolerable
those friends, my tolerable friends too. They're able to guide me in a situation where it's like, nah, it ain't that. Like it ain't really that. Cause the way I'm reading it logically ain't the way she reading it emotionally. And on that end, the insight that women can give you on other women is endless. But as far
I'll stand
as
corrected on that. I should have been more specific as far as no woman can give me advice on how to get a woman.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but in that situation, understanding a woman's like emotions and thought process type shit, I'll listen to that. Absolutely. For sure.
Okay. Now he got out of that. You got out of that.
And I'm gonna give you this nigga Dante Neuro. Is that his name? Raymond put me on Dante Neuro. You know about Dante Neuro.
Okay.
He said women, like you don't get advice for how to get a woman from a woman because women aren't being women. Women aren't getting women, they're just being women.
Right.
It's like a deer. Like you don't get advice on how to catch a deer from a deer because a deer isn't studying deer, they're just being a deer. The nigga who hunt deer, he's studying deer. He know how many beats per second they heartbeat. He know all type of shit about deer that they don't know about themselves.
I'm gonna keep it real
So-
with you. I disagree with y'all again.
Okay, go ahead. Go crazy.
I've seen chicks can bag chicks way quicker than a nigga. Like they know how
But
to.
they can't
know
tell
that-
Exception,
you how to bag
the exception
shit,
don't make the rule though.
They just
It's not a lot of women like that.
No, it is a lot of women are like that. She's like that. Where's Jody at? Ramy's like that too. Like,
Those are anomalies.
but they're not anomalies. But I feel like a woman bagging a chick, women don't have the same defense up when a woman approaches them.
That's
That's
true
real.
as well.
So it's
That
a
is true as
different
well.
ball game.
But they can also see how you move in that. That is like, yeah, I can see that being an ick.
yeah.
So like, you do that, or like, you I don't know. I know I'm gonna tell you what, when I want to solve an equation, I'm gonna take the information from all around.
That's facts.
From all around. And
That's
I'm
real.
not gonna limit myself to just what I know.
You
That's gonna
can't.
be the
That's
hardest way
foolish.
to solve that equation. So if I'm in here, I'm looking at the lights, I'm looking at you, I'm paying attention to everything. I'm taking it all in so that I can examine where I place myself in this environment. Say a woman is the environment that you want to learn. I'm going to take it from her friends. I'm going to take it from the guys that she used to date or whatever. And I'm going to say, okay.
Let's transition into the mistakes that we've made, because we've been talking a lot about. We basically be
We just went
spitting.
in.
Right, we going in,
And we had a disadvantage because we're drunk and he's sober. He's just drinking
right.
water.
This
the
nigga
whole
been
time.
drinking water.
Tahoe is sober.
And
This
a
nigga's been drinking
milkshake,
water the
bro.
whole
That
time.
milkshake fucking my stomach up.
This nigga off
Shit,
a double dip Portillo,
Yo,
sweet and
a double
sour,
dip
Shout out to
glizzy.
spicy.
Portillo's.
A double dip glizzy with a milkshake.
All right.
I thought he ate the beef though.
No, he had that too.
Yo,
You
y'all
didn't eat
talking
the
about
beef.
I ate the beef and the glizzy. Like, what's going on in here? Yeah, from a real part of town.
Hey, y'all, he just had Portillo.
Yeah.
We're going to call it that.
Yeah.
But now let's transition into, the type of mistakes that we've made in dating. And it sounds like, Terry, his opening story, because I guarantee you wouldn't do that again. If that situation
Fuck
presented
no.
this, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
So that
no.
was clearly a mistake that you've made in dating. What's some mistakes that you've made in dating that you like, all right, I'm not going to do that again?
A mistake that I've made in dating. Lying about my intention.
Okay.
Facts.
Acting like I wanted more. Or acting like I wanted to do certain things. Sometimes I led with money. Leading with money when I knew that I didn't want to be a trick.
Yeah.
Or something like that, but I knew that that's what she wanted. You know what I mean? Or acting like I wanted a real relationship when I knew I just wanted to fuck or something like that.
All the time.
Yeah, because those things, women tend to believe that shit, and you wind up breaking people's heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then your key gets card.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your car gets keyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've come outside a few times and my window was broken, my cars were keyed, or I've had people sitting on my stoop and they crying or some shit. And you sitting there like, how did I get here? But it's like you led people on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So you saying you've led women on so much just for whatever reason it was, sex, whatever company.
Well, I think men become, at a certain point in life, I think boys, we're like body collectors.
Okay.
We just get as many chicks as we can.
Yeah, it's definitely quantity over quality.
Yeah, we just get
certain
as
age.
much as we can, right? And
I feel like when you, in your younger years, in my younger years, I ain't even gonna just be
Define
vague.
younger years.
Younger
Up
years
until
is
what age?
between from when you start having sex. I would say, I would
11
hope.
for you.
Whoa, 18, 18 up until like fucking like maybe the first thing that came to my head was 25.
Mm-hmm.
18 to 25, it's about getting reps in.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, you're really not focusing on quality. It's like because
You're
you're
gonna squash
getting,
some bugs.
You're gonna squash some bugs, and you're getting praised for those bugs too.
No, you're not getting praised for the bugs. I've never been praised for squashing the bug.
It depends on how. If the bug was thick, there's some exceptions.
Niggas didn't praise me. Niggas was
Squashing
like, you
bugs
wild,
is
but I feel you.
crazy.
No, you wild, but I feel you because
Yeah.
you can't bash me if you would smash my bug.
Yeah.
You can't say anything because you understand where I'm coming
You
from.
saying what age
talking
did
about
that
women?
stop?
What's going on?
What age are you saying that stopped?
Wait,
the fuck?
This is getting too personal.
Listen, man.
I think when we're young, first of all, I think men build value. What happened? What happened?
He was capping. Go ahead, though. He was capping.
I wasn't capping.
I think that men, the world makes us look at ourselves as if we aren't who we are until what we have. It's
Right.
you get more respect once you have things. You have money, clothes, women, height, big dick. It's never about your personality with a man, right? So it's like you have to acquire respect from your kills, right? Whether regardless of whether it's the clothing, jewelry, women.
So
is
you're
a big
categorizing
thing.
that as a kill, like that's something I acquired.
All
That's
those
something I
things that you
acquired.
put on top
I
of
got you.
yourself, those are the things that make you feel like you more that nigga.
Okay.
And I feel like when you asked him what made you a younger nigga, I think that once you graduate out of needing to acquire in order to feel yourself, you become a man.
Well, let me
That's
tell you
deep.
a conversation me and him just had not too long ago, right? So one thing that we would do when we were in that younger stage is we would put on that front. Like, let's just say we just wanted to fuck. We're going to take you out. We'll court you with all of this. And like the age we are now, it's been situations where I found a woman attractive. And I'm like, damn, I hit that. But I thought about what it would take to hit. I got to take her out. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And just the thought of that overwhelmed me. So I'm not even finna shoot my shot. I'm not about to go through all of that just to fuck at this age. No, because there's a woman who's on the same page as me. Whoa, what's that face?
I mean, that leads me to something else. It's not that I wasn't listening to you, and I was. That kind of leads me to discernment versus instinct. When you're young, your fucking balls is driving you everywhere.
That's true.
Your dick is going everywhere. It's whatever I can do to get this load off. As you get older, your testosterone lowers. Your experience and your discernment, like, you know, okay, I can get her pregnant. It's gonna take much more money. I don't know what time she's gonna leave. I gotta work in the morning.
That's what we talking about. That's what we thinking.
Right. So as you,
But I don't be following them thoughts,
older,
though. I'm in the middle ground.
as you get older, your testosterone lowers. Your
My shit
dick-
is high. I do leg day a lot.
All right, well, your discernment probably got high too then.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got more experience and you like, you know what? Your balls don't drive your every move anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then for women, they pussy start making a lot more choices for them as they get older.
That's true.
You know, they just like, yo, I'm horny. I want to fuck. I don't care about being in a relationship with you. You don't have to lie.
Man.
It's like,
So they get more
crazy.
immature as they get older.
more. They become more like us in their 30s, or you
Yeah.
know, they become more like how we used to be in our 20s, and we become more like, yo, I don't want to fuck right now. You want to just chill? Like, you don't even know my name. Like, damn. He's like, just take off your clothes, take your dick out, make it hard. I want to fuck. I'm like, oh my god.
No. On a serious note, have y'all ever experienced a woman who was just like that straightforward, where it kind of turned you off a little bit?
Yes. But she was unattractive too.
What were you doing in that situation? You were smashing a bug?
No, we didn't do anything. She was just very straightforward and unattractive, and we didn't do anything.
I've had it happen with chicks I wanted,
No, seriously.
and I
So
couldn't perform.
The woman who I was telling you was having them compatibility
never-
issues?
Not got hard for a chick that was attractive. But go ahead.
Okay, you're better than me. Fine.
I am. I'll take that one.
Dick, like whatever. It's happened. I've sit there and really been trying to force my dick in her with both thumbs. Like, yo, I don't know.
Damn.
You got the popsicle stick.
sitting there like,
hey, he's literally for.
Hey, so let me ask y'all this. What's y'all go-to in that situation? My go-to is Alicia Keys' nudes I saw when I was 12. My go-to is Alicia Keys' nudes. I'm beating off in the bathroom. I'm praying to God. He answering.
What?
He be
I
answering.
just cry.
Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. I thought of a specific woman when she saw, because I had her on such a high pedestal. When I was in that situation, she's like, "Come here, don't worry about it." And, like, we would cuddle, and then I would get back hard, and I'm like, "All right, now I'm ready."
wait, she would put
That's
your.
fire.
It looked like wait. No,
That's
slow down. No.
Wait, back it up. What's
Because
up?
the way you just signaled that, like figuratively, is she put your head on her chest.
I'm so glad that
That's what you just did with your hands.
I'm so glad that the audio audience can't see that.
That's what you did.
But I did signal that. She did.
She put your head on her chest like, come here. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's dick out.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes. That actually a fucking reassurance.
Hey,
does
that
will help.
reassurance and intimacy,
Yes.
that put me back in the game mentally.
bro.
And I'm like, boom,
Nigga,
let's go.
That's crazy.
Anxiety in
I got
bed
mommy issues, so maybe that
comes
just don't do it for me.
Yo, anxiety
I never
in
felt
bed
that.
comes from you needing to please her. You want to do this, like you want to do it
Yeah.
so bad that it works against you. So when she says, and she actually makes you feel like
Don't
you're
even worry
still
about that
good.
shit. You
It-
good,
It doesn't
baby.
matter. I still fuck with you. I'm not judging you. Everything, your shit can come back.
Absolutely.
actually
It's
can't
never
come
happened
back.
with me. Like,
Women can help with
my
niggas'
first
anxiety.
time with a limp dick was the
Oh, I remember.
the threesome.
This shorty.
My first threesome.
No, what about the other girl?
Chill out. I don't even remember what you're talking about. But my first threesome,
make
I
me
had a limp
remind
dick. I couldn't get it up. I went in the bathroom. Alicia Keys prayed. My ritual. I came out the bathroom. How fast have y'all ever ran naked? You don't run fast naked. Right?
What?
I don't remember running naked at all.
Nigga, I ran across, I shot from the bathroom to the bedroom and threw my dick in like a grenade. Like, it was like, shit was like, I gotta get it here before I get soft. Cause they was both
Fire in the hole.
Imagine you getting head from two chicks at once. Crazy. Gummy.
That's crazy.
I was gummy. They was like two birds fighting over a worm. I was gummy. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. I got my shit hard off Alicia.
I hate this.
Gotta get
Shout out
in
to
there.
Alicia.
Gotta get in there.
I ran in that bitch like a Tyler. You know how Tyler's run like the side to side. I was going though. I was fast as shit.
So
Put my
what you
shit
do in the
like a
bathroom,
grenade.
bro?
I'm fat as fuck, boy.
I prayed. I looked in the mirror. I prayed.
First
I
of all,
thought
you ain't even
about-
supposed to be having sex.
I'm outta
So
here.
you
I thought
prayed.
about Alicia Keys.
You looked in the mirror and prayed.
Yeah, listen to God, to Jesus.
God, please get my
Listen,
dick hard.
God don't want you to do it
said,
anyway.
We made a deal. We made a deal.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Listen, we made a
Holy
deal.
Mary, Mother of God.
I said, God,
Please.
if you give me this, I'm chilling for the rest of the summer. And my dick got hard. I
You
swear to God.
lying.
I swear to God.
Hey, don't you know how when you lie so good,
he's
you
lying.
believe it?
Nah, he's lying.
That
He
was
gotta
that
be.
situation.
He got.
No way.
I finessed Jesus. Fuck it.
Oh
Like,
my God. Stop.
I did.
Stop.
Come on, man.
That's what I said. I prayed to. I only know
Jesus
Christianity.
turned
That's all I
water
knew
to
at the
wine.
time.
Oh man.
That's all I knew. I went to
Every
church.
turn gummy to hard. Okay.
I said, if you give me this
Okay.
when I'm chilling for the rest of the summer, I'm not gonna do nothing else fucked up for the rest of the
Absolutely
summer.
What month was it?
It was July, June, July, something like that.
So he definitely lied.
July, I can see it because the summer's damn near over. But if it was June, you was a fucking liar.
I don't know if I did nothing else bad or not.
All right. So boom. Can I ask y'all a question?
Let's do it.
Talk to me.
Cause y'all niggas is nuts. This shit, yo, this is one of my favorite appearances ever. Hold on. So on y'all show, I'm hearing about what y'all do in y'all show. On my show, we talk about the things that make men hard and the things that make men soft. We talking about the bedroom, right? Now, I was just on lip service and I fucking was talking about having a gummy the whole episode. I'm trying to get off of that topic. Cause they like, oh, so your dick want to get hard. I'm sitting around like, all right, like, damn. Shout out to Gigi and Angela Yee and Shell. But I'd like to ask y'all, things that you guys like in the bedroom. I'm gonna ask y'all both one question. Something that made you hard. Something that you like that women do. Something that just like, it could be just you. It don't have to be men all around. It could be just some shit you like. Well, I don't care if you like her to stick an almond up in your nose.
Why'd you go there?
It's a nose.
Okay.
It was a nose. I knew you thought it was gonna go.
You got this one
I
first?
knew you. Let it go. It's a nose. What
All
do
right.
you got?
So we're head. Head is a big thing for men universally, right? So when a woman does something right, what she can do right for me is literally focus on the head. Like it's a when you don't have to tell her that. Like I've had experiences with women where she's giving me head, and as she's sucking, she's not just holding the shaft and moving her head up and down. She's holding the shaft, and every time my dick comes out of her mouth, she's squeezing the head as she comes up.
Yo.
Crazy.
That's
Crazy.
I love you.
Soul snatcher.
Holy
All that.
shit.
Soul snatcher.
You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of women don't know that.
You ever had a chick suck your dick like it was 2 inches? Like, I got more dick than this.
I get what you're saying.
Like, you
but
tripping right now. Like,
but that's not. It got to be the whole thing. But not all that. Like, cause ladies, we don't. The shaft. You don't feel nothing. It's just like our head is the equivalent to y'all clit.
Yes, it is.
So you need to, just like how we can't just like literally just only focus on the clit the entire fucking time to do. No, it's the.
She said, yeah, you can.
she said you can.
You can.
All
You can.
vaginas,
You know
all
what I'm saying?
vaginas
But
are built differently.
Primarily, that is the focus. But it's the accumulation of all of that shit.
I disagree with y'all about the head shit, though, but go ahead.
For women or
I'm talking
us?
about when I'm getting head, I like a lot of hands involved on my
Yeah.
shaft.
on the shit.
Like, if a girl is just sucking the head of my dick, it's not doing
no,
nothing
but
for
you're
me.
not understand. So
That's
that
why I
is
talked about sucking my dick like it's 2 inches. Go ahead, though.
okay. So exactly, I'm gonna let you tell your story.
We're on my dick right now. Hold yours. Yo, hold yours down. Let me get mine off. I got you.
Where my dick right now is crazy.
Listen. Homie said no diddy. Listen.
Nah, but no, just the the shaft, and then as you coming up, the head. It's the whole experience, not just the.
You gotta stop doing that.
I'm trying to help the ladies.
Was in that motion, though. My
I'm
son was
looking.
in
You
that.
can't teach them
I
how to
seen
suck dick on this
I'm not-
podcast.
I'm not teaching them how to suck a dick.
You can't do that.
Yo, go off.
You
Nah,
can't
go
do
off.
that.
Do your thing. Boy, I'm used to this. Don't listen to
Why'd
me.
you say that?
Bro,
You can't say do your thing.
What?
If you
Why take that out, bro? We good. What is you worried about?
hey, if you listening on
I'm
audio right
engaged,
now,
bro.
Hey,
I mean,
listen. First, this is for the ladies. You know what?
This is for the ladies.
hey, take her to school, bro. Take her to school.
Oh man.
Look, man.
Take the ladies to school.
man.
Teach
Just
them
the
how to
whole
do it.
experience, man. When that dick come out your mouth, just squeeze the head too.
It sound like Jody right now.
Yeah. Good job. Good fucking job.
He's saying you gotta chill. You gotta fucking chill. This is bad.
Okay.
Pass the fucking mic.
Terry, you wanted to tell us about yours?
You better not say shit. You better not. I'm gonna just listen.
Terry.
I did. Go ahead.
All right. What was the question?
I know you wanted to finish.
I don't want to finish shit. Like, what are we talking about right now?
The question is, they go, what do you like that women do sexually?
What do I like? One thing that's great, and this is like a GOAT move from my experience. A chick to give me head, but instead of her being, our bodies being parallel, like straight ahead, she's off to the side and she's making her ass clap while she giving me head.
Okay.
Like, so she giving me head, but her body is adjacent to mine. Is that the right word? Perpendicular, whatever.
That was
it's
solid.
a 90-degree angle. It's a T. And she's giving me head. She's making her ass clap. I'm slapping the ass. I'm fingering the pussy. Like, that's great. Yeah. That's great.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
That's the only way that you can actually do it, because she has to be on an angle for you to be able to reach it type shit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now.
My arm's longer than yours. Go ahead.
Get you a fucking. I know that y'all think get you a dildo or something or a toy.
Explain.
Bro,
I'm gonna judge.
I'm
I'm
telling y'all
listening.
right now, it's nothing. Yo, freshly came pussy, like when she comes, it's way better than just regular pussy, bro.
What about ovulating pussy?
So, I think it's almost the same thing.
Pregnant pussy?
It's almost the same thing,
Okay.
but I'm telling you right now, if you hitting her with, say it's a glass dildo or something like that while she's sucking your shit,
Yeah.
bro, the pussy turns up to a whole nother level.
Okay.
But when you enter in that shit, it's like a whole fucking water fountain in that shit. As soon as you enter, sorry for making that noise.
This shit getting wild.
That's it. My son looked at me like,
I'm sorry, what?
my bad. But yeah, like, yo, make her nut a few times before you jump in that pussy. Make her nut,
So this
son,
is the thing.
Before you jump in that pussy, however
Jody's
you
loving
can.
this right now.
I promise
fucking
you,
loving
use
this.
vibrate. Yo, so what I'm saying is, when she perpendicular and she got her ass in that shit, your fingers can only go but so much to get in there,
For
right?
sure.
But if you got something,
Yeah.
her favorite joint, you could actually hit her G spot or you could hit her A spot.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a wild ass question.
The way your
y'all
fucking
ready?
hands is up right now.
You know it's gonna be wild. You know
I nigga say, "Can I ask
Yeah.
y'all a
you
question?"
know it's gonna be wild.
All right, so you fucking with a chick. You just brought the dildo thing up. I don't know. I'm not ready to own a dildo. I'm not ready for that. Right?
Why?
I'm just not, and I might be one day. So I'm not gonna like shit on it because I might be one day. If you was a nigga my age, I would shit on you. But because you have more experience than me, I'm going to like
it's fine, bro.
take note of
I'm
everything
gonna keep
that
it
you're
real with
saying.
you. I ate the first pussy I ever fucked, so I've been like this since I was about 14.
Okay, as long as you didn't say 11, he was 11. So listen,
What the fuck are you getting this from?
Yo, y'all remember them
fucking-
Jordans that
Go
came
ahead.
in the silver case, the blue and white ones?
Yes.
18s.
White and up.
Yo,
No,
I used to carry
yeah.
a rabbit, a dick. It's a dildo in there that has like pearls, and when you turn it on, the pearls spin around, and it does some shit like this, right? I used to carry that in that case. When
In
I
the
must have been-
Jordan case?
when that shit first
No
came out.
Jordans?
Yes.
Just the case.
Yes, no Jordans. Just the case. I used to
So
carry
let
that
me
to
say this.
Shorty crib.
I was in 7th grade.
And how old was you? Right.
I was in 7th grade.
Right.
Because that's when Jordan's on the Wizards.
Nigga, I know what he's talking
That's when
about.
LeBron got
Yes.
to the league. How old was you?
25, something like that.
You was you walk
wasn't
around New York with the.
Yeah, I'm 49 now. I
You
guess
walk
I'm-
around New York with
I'm
the joint.
49.
Yeah, he don't look like 49.
God damn,
I said that at the show.
Yeah.
I said at the show. But you fucking with a chick, right? You around her crib, you chilling, whatever. You know, you looking for the toothpaste right now. You're looking for more toothpaste. That's what you're doing right now. You open a drawer. You found her daily dildo.
Okay.
It's bigger than your dick. What are you doing? It's significantly bigger than your dick.
I think the better question is, what can you do?
What have you been doing? That's the question. What have you been doing?
You gotta do what you've been doing.
I married her.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
That's exactly what turned our life up.
Okay.
I opened up her drawer. She had like 15 of them shits in there, bro.
15
What?
dildos in one drawer?
Dildos, vibrators.
How big was the drawer?
Chains, cuffs. It was like that. It's literally as big as that area right there. And she was like, yo, get a condom out that drawer. And I opened that shit, had so much shit in there. I looked at her like, you nasty bitch. And I fucking married her. Well,
Okay.
I'm engaged to
But it
her.
was like a ton of dildos loaded
Bro,
up.
but I'm gonna tell you right now, most women don't want no huge ass.
I don't know
dildo.
regular.
That's our thing. Men is caught up with size on that.
not my thing.
As long as you can make her nut. Now I'm not gonna say there ain't no size queens out there because they are.
There is a few.
But God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I ran into two in my life.
Size queens.
I ran into two. I'm hitting it, and I felt like I wasn't doing shit. And they was like, hey, you ain't doing shit.
Oh my
It
God.
was two.
Instant gummy.
They didn't tell, like one of them, none one of them told me in the act, right? And this is like,
Yo, let me out of here.
like, yeah, you know, no, dead ass. Dead ass. This is one of them told me in the act, right? But I'm dead ass though. But this is 2 out of like, this is like 1%, right? It's like 2 out of like 200 or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Wait. You said what? 2 out of 100?
200 probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Niggas
I was at.
you gauging this shit? You gauging his kills? These niggas think it's Call of Duty?
Hey, what's your KD?
Yeah. I stopped counting. I was 21.
He only got 102 kills. I got you on that one.
No. So anyway. So it's like this is like 1%, right?
Yeah.
They didn't say it in the act,
Okay.
but one of them just kept asking me to switch positions. I'm like, this shit must not be
I ain't
it.
gonna hold you. In those type of situations, there's no shame in just taking that L because you're satisfying 8 out of 10 women you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You need to go find that 8. That
Yeah.
2 is just for somebody else.
I was at an age where I didn't understand that yet. I was hurt, nigga.
Yeah.
I was hurt. I was questioning, like, have every bitch lied to me? Like,
not gonna lie.
I watched a lot of porn. Niggas be having 12-inch joints on there. The dick be bigger than the bitch forearm.
Because you
Like-
know. Oh fuck! I'm finna get too transparent. All right,
Go
so
crazy.
as a shorty, you know what I'm saying. You watching these porn, and then you get with a bitch. Excuse me, I'm trying to stop saying that.
They was on your ass on TikTok about saying bitch. You saw that?
Oh, I know.
We do got to work on that.
And we do. I'm sorry.
I gotta work on
I'm
it too.
sorry.
Did I say it today?
I was with. I
I
think you
definitely
did.
said it today.
I've said
I
it
was
to
with
you
a
too.
woman. I was having sex with a woman, and you know, I just lost my train of thought.
You said you're about to be transparent.
I was about to be
about
transparent.
the size thing.
The size. All right, thank you. I'm about to be transparent about the size thing. As a shorty, when you watching porn, then you have sex with a woman, and she's moaning, but you seen a whole different another woman not moaning, and this motherfucker got 14. And like, you're lying to me, because why is she's not making any noise, and I'm nowhere near that.
No,
So
I accepted the moans at face value.
at face value,
I accepted every moan at face value.
you took it as like, oh, I'm doing my shit.
I never felt like I was being lied to.
Yeah.
Never.
That was
Well,
a
you
mind
are.
thing.
You are. I think women do that because they know that men react to the sound.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure that a woman could quiet her way through sex. She could just be like, she can't.
But you know what you can't. You know what women can't fake. Women can't fake the leg shake.
That's a lie. They can fake the man. They can fake the leg shake.
Would you say, Jody?
Y'all
You
some
can?
fucking demons then.
You cannot.
Because why would you do that?
They can, bro.
Man's egos.
Women give themselves to us in so many different ways. We think we're taking it, and it's a very big thing with our ego, is that we fucked her, but you don't realize that she's fucking us, and she's allowing certain shit. And she's giving you certain energy because she wants it. She wants you there. She likes it. So those are all returns.
Is it a
You know what
part
I'm saying? So a lot of times we say, yo, we doing all the work. She doing a lot of that shit too, because she's making you fuck her harder.
Is it a part 2 to this book that's gonna make me feel better about myself? Because what you just said didn't make me feel good.
About what?
Me.
Yeah, no, I just I've had to bail out of some pussy before.
Okay, what did you do? Did you spit on her back and bail out? Or what did you do?
I've done that because I just wasn't happy with the situation. But I'm saying that I've had some sex where I knew I was giving her all I had, and then afterwards she was like, "Why you keep stopping?" Or maybe during, she's like, "Why you keep stopping?" And I'm just like, "Yo, I'm fucking dying over here. Like none of that was working. Like none of this is doing nothing for you." And I'm like, "Yo, you just got too much pussy for me, man. You have way too much pussy for me, and I'm cool with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need somebody." Might be a little younger. Maybe you need somebody that got a little bit
not
more
you passing the baton to a younger nigga.
Yes. Yes. Have you ever called your man and be like, yo, you need to fuck with shorty?
Whoa.
I'm definitely pulling a girl off that had too much sex for me.
No. Why did you call this nigga in particular though?
Oh, did that happen?
You said that you ever called your man.
No, what? Somebody tell me what's the elephant in the room here? What happened?
You said you called your guy, your homie,
yeah,
and said you should fuck with her because
well, they both expressed interest in each other before that.
Oh,
so it was like
okay.
I remember we was at
a
day party or something, and he was like, "Yo, who's shorty?" I was like, "Yo, I fuck with shorty."
Let me tell you how what you said lined up in my brain. Okay, I'm pretty sure it lined up in your brain the same way. You was like, maybe I don't have enough dick for her.
So let me
call
my
homie.
Oh, but when I say dick, I mean dick energy, not just. I ain't never seen his dick to be like, oh, you got a bigger dick.
I
than
get
mine.
you now, but
Yeah,
when you said it was like
perception
crazy.
is reality.
When you said it was crazy.
Nah, yeah, I ain't
It was
and
like,
even if
come
they
on
do,
me.
nigga, if I know, yo, y'all heard, bro. I did an episode yesterday. It's called Dick Yo, where we have people come on the show, and the people that they're having sex with Yelp their dicks.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw that before.
One dude came. He had 2 girls, and both of them yelped him.
Yeah.
When it came to his strengths in the bedroom, one put the caps lock on and said size. The other one said something about the way his rhythm / stroke, and then the next thing she put the caps lock on and said girth. These are 2 women that don't know this nigga. They don't know each other. This nigga dick bigger than mine. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay. Niggas, some niggas out there
cool.
doing their thing. I know I don't have the biggest dick. I got good dick.
Right.
I think I got great dick. And now I'm cool with having great dick because a lot of niggas could have a bigger shit and they just don't know how to use it.
I agree.
So I'm super cool with that.
I agree. I'm not calling my. I'm not calling. Yeah. Let's. What you gonna say?
You still on? I don't know, my boy.
Yeah.
All right. So boom. Let's go with this.
All right. Let's go.
We all talked about things that we liked about sex. What about things you don't like about sex? Things that make you soft.
I don't like when I got a chicken missionary and she trying to put her legs down. That shit is so one leg down. Like I don't like when she can't keep her legs back in missionary, or not even all the way back, but just even like up. Like when she's trying to lay one joint flat. Like I just don't like that.
I ain't gonna hold you.
You know what? Sometimes, and this is going to be contrary to popular belief, but sometimes I don't want you to throw it back. I want to be in control the whole time.
I don't like throwing off my rhythm.
It's the rhythm thing.
I'm cool with
now, sometimes I'll just sit there and let you do your thing. But if I'm in the mode to where I want to control this, I'll tell her, like, yo, baby, don't move. Let me.
Right.
I'm with that.
Well, the command thing is big.
Yeah.
Giving commands is big. I think women do love when a man tells them what to do.
Yeah.
Like that's a big thing. And you can do that all throughout the sex. You can do that from foreplay. Shit, women get wet off a man being a man. So actually giving her directions. Yo, I've done things where I've punished you. I've told you every time I do this, I want you to say that. And if you don't, I'm gonna punish you.
Bro, you know what? I'm gonna need to implement a punishment because the woman I was dealing with, right? So she's coming off head, right? But I can't really tell when. I want to know exactly when you're coming.
Facts.
I need
Show
to
your
know.
work.
Yeah, show your work.
Did you take math 7th grade? Show your fucking work.
So like I told her, I'm like, no, we had a conversation. I'm like, listen, like I get it because sometimes when I do certain things with my tongue, I feel your body react and it's boom. I didn't know you came right there. I just thought it was maybe a sensitive moment. So when you come, I need to know so I can record in my mind what I did to get to that result. So I have a better gauge of how close I'm getting you to come.
Now I got something for both of y'all, pause. Because y'all niggas is nuts. But a lot of sex is mental for women.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
me too.
So what I would suggest for you to do that is to tell her you can't come till I tell you to. Ask me if you can come. Right? So now she's focusing on that moment because she wants to ask you when she could come. She's almost gonna make herself.
Hey, Tahoe,
nut.
I'm not gonna lie, nigga. You just snapped. I'm not gonna lie.
He did.
She's almost like,
Like, can I come right now?
Yeah.
He did.
That-
You know what else is crazy?
Yeah.
I just in the last 2 years, maybe year and a half, found my voice in sex.
Okay.
I didn't used to talk.
Me neither.
Me
I didn't used to
either.
talk.
Hold my breath.
I just got comfortable speaking. Like, I just got comfortable speaking. And there's a lot of chicks. Now it's a viral thing to say, talk me through it, talk me through it. It's like,
Right.
bitch, what is that? Like, what is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just, in the last maybe 18 months, got comfortable, like, talking.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm not gonna, nigga. You just fucked my head up with that one because the little instructions that I gave her turned her on. Just me voicing the hey, because sex was over. You know what I'm saying? I think this was like the next day, and she had maybe brought it up like, man, last night was so good. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, listen. The next time, I need you to X, Y, Z, woo, woo. I need to know. And I told her exactly why I needed to know when you coming and all of that. And she like, oh, shit. It, like she was, the next time we had sex, it was like crazy.
Right. She was turned on.
She was
by
turned
Hey,
the fuck on.
right.
You remember the chick I was telling you I was giving instructions just in regular life?
Yes.
So it's the chick that I'd be like just telling what to do, where to meet me at, when, and she likes that it turns her on. She tells me how much it turns her on in regular life. Like I'd be like, meet
Give
me
an
here at
example,
this
nigga.
time.
That's kind of kink in a little
Yeah.
way. You're almost like her top. You're almost like her dom in a way.
Okay, I like Dom better. Like, I like that word better.
Every time it's still dominant.
positioning when it comes to kink. So yeah, but I get what you mean.
I don't know
But
the language.
It's
nigga.
almost like a dom where she is your, I don't want to say pet, but like she likes the fact that you're controlling her day. Like you tell her like, yo, this at 10 o'clock, do that at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
And if you don't, I'm gonna punish you.
for sure.
Do this at 12.
So
send me this picture.
I think I do the opposite. I think I tell her like, I'll be really grateful. Like, I'll really appreciate if you did this. But she knows that the word appreciation and gratitude to me means you're gonna get a reward.
it's the same thing.
You know what
It's
I'm
just
saying?
the way that y'all. It's the way
For
that y'all
sure.
dynamic is.
Yeah,
Man,
absolutely.
this nigga was
Absolutely.
walking out of a gym one day because our sons would be boxing and shit. And the woman who he's talking about, nigga, she's in the parking lot. And I think he forgot that he told her to be there. And he's like, hey, that's whatchamacallit.
Yeah. No, I was like, damn, who's shorty? She decent. I'm like, wait, I know,
Right,
like,
that's my
shorty.
Oh shit!
Like-
That's my bitch.
Yeah, it was like, but I wasn't surprised. I was just like, no, I didn't forget. I was just surprised she actually did it. I shared my location with her, and I was like, meet me. And she was like, where? I was like, just catch me in traffic. I like, if you catch me in traffic, she was like, I will catch you and get home. I'm like, I'm gonna get home by 8. If you catch me before 8, I got something for you. If you catch me after 8, then you just catch me after 8.
That's fire.
And I stopped. I was running around.
You just catch me at the 8.
I
like,
was
that
at,
shit like,
bro. I
oh,
was at the
shit.
gym for how long? 30 minutes.
He wasn't at the gym at that long. Right. You just,
And
you
I
had
walked
just pulled
outside.
up.
She was in the parking lot. I'm like,
You had
damn.
just pulled up.
Follow
He
like-
wasn't even there.
She was following that nigga down the fucking 94.
Yeah.
That nigga stood still for 20 minutes and she punched that shit.
And that sex is amazing.
I'm gonna keep real with you, Terry. You triggered me a little bit with something you said.
Okay.
Because you said you don't like when a chick's legs go down, right?
Yeah.
I personally, I don't know. There's been times in my life where I'm trying to drill some shit.
Yeah.
And she just got her legs wide the fuck open, just like
Yeah.
she just taking that shit like no problem.
I've been there too. I've been there too though.
Like, hold the
She's
fuck
just
on.
like this is wide, like there is no contract. Like I'm just in that shit. And I just look and her legs is just like
How much dick you need?
damn.
I ask women that all the time. How much dick you need?
Yeah, but that's when I was just pounding away. I didn't really know study a woman's body like that. So now.
That's why I like to make him come a couple times with head before we even get started.
Yeah.
Like you came cool.
Just in case I do this
it
wrong.
It don't matter how fast I come. You came already.
But there's different
It
types
do
of
matter.
coming for women.
So
So a clitoral orgasm,
no, there's different
getting
types.
head, right? It's way different from a penetrate, and the penetration could be stronger. Like the clitoral, I
That's
think
true.
women love that clitoral one. That's why they vibrate. They go crazy. They don't really need dick like that. But if you know how to hit them spots,
Yeah.
her shit, that's where you gonna get all them shaking and
And the
shit
thing
from.
is, fellas, a tip: you can either buy a I'm pretty sure it's not toys, but it's in the toy category. But if you don't have that, putting a pillow under her lower back so she's kind of like propped up. That way your dick is more so pointing up towards her G spot.
Yeah.
And as you going in and that pillow is right there, you straight. Versus if she's flat, it's just a little bit more work.
Yeah, you gotta angle
You
yourself.
hitting the
gotta
back.
angle-
You hitting the back of the
yourself.
porch.
You hit
on
the
the
back
back
of
porch.
But
This
you,
is
Or you might be in the
back there,
basement.
too. This is spot back.
But you trying to hit the attic though.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to kind of aim upwards. So
Yeah.
They come from both.
it's foam
But yes, that
things like
G-spot is
that and
different.
pillows you can use, whatever, but just to prop her up. Or if she got like a low bed, you can actually be on the floor and she's like just slightly above you, and that works too.
Yeah.
This guy knows his anatomy.
For sure.
That was a little bit of the Hard or Soft show. So if anybody out there wants to listen, we talk about the things men like about sex and the things that men don't like about sex on the Hard or Soft show. This is fun though, y'all. Y'all motherfuckers is nuts. Y'all motherfuckers is
wasn't
nuts.
hard.
And I love the crowd too. Y'all got a decent amount of people in here. Like this is fire.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. You
What
wanna
do you
wrap? You wanna wrap it, or we wanna go do what to say? I don't even know how long
We could probably wrap
we're
it.
gonna do.
We could probably wrap it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, cool. Hold on.
What does rapid mean?
So I'll end the show with like so before we like merged
No
our
condoms.
I'm sorry, what happened?
He said, "What does rapping mean?" I was just saying, like, we don't
Wow.
use condoms.
Oh God.
Damn, Jesus Christ.
Jesus, God bless you. You really need to keep praying then.
Yeah.
You really need to pray because that shit don't work against STDs
The sermon is the condom.
or kids.
I'm
All right,
joking.
so-
I'm joking, y'all. I'm not
Please give
serious
this nigga
right now.
grace.
I'm joking.
So wrapping
I'm
this,
totally joking.
my page called A Man's Perspective. So I'll just end the show with a man's perspective. So I would like to say, like, a woman's femininity is not dumping grounds for yours. So what I mean by that is both men and women have feminine and masculine energy, right? So when a woman is truly in her feminine, she'll make you feel comfortable, so comfortable where you'll want to damn near emotionally dump on her because she's so much in her feminine where you'll feel comfortable expressing yourself. But I would caution you to do that with caution. So like think about it, like on a basketball team, right? You got 5 positions. You got the point guard, you got the shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. Each one of those guys have a different position, right? So as a man, you want to have different people in your life with those type of assignments. Not necessarily to basketball, you know what I'm saying? But just it's different people for different things. So you will want to have somebody that you can talk to where you probably don't have no filter with this person. Like you could just be 100% yourself versus another person. It probably won't be that. So you'll need somebody where you need 100. You can be 100% yourself. I do not feel like that's your woman. I feel like that's your therapist. So your therapist is where you can emotionally dump. Your therapist is where you can just be 100% vulnerable. Because if you are that with your woman, it's certain aspects of you that you need to maintain for her to see you. Number one, for her to trust you. But number two, for her to remain attracted to you. Right? So you generally won't see a center shooting threes. You know what I'm saying? So your therapist, you can be 100% boom. That's what they're good at. She has the capacity for it. And I know, fellas, women will tell you when you get into a relationship,
It's a safe space.
this is a safe space. You know what I'm saying? You can trust me, you can talk to me or whatever, but I promise you, she don't have the shoulders for it, especially with what she's already carrying. So if you come along and just emotionally dump on her, she can't handle what she got going on and you. I'm not saying not to be vulnerable with your shorty, but evenly distributed. Like your therapist, she's designed for that. He or she. I personally have a black woman as my therapist, but my therapist is personally designed to take on all of my emotional baggage. I'm not saying that I'm not communicating with my woman, letting her know what's going on with me, but I'm not going to just constantly let her know all my problems and shit, because she still needs to hold me in a masculine frame in order to trust me to lead this relationship into a successful place, because she's already 9 times out of 10 as a black woman, she's coming from a masculine place. You know what I'm saying? So
why you say that?
Well,
as a black woman, she's coming from a masculine place.
You know why I'm saying that? That is bias. I'm thinking about the women in Chicago. And we talked about this on the previous episode.
You talking about somebody living in urban area, Chicago,
urban area,
city,
you know what I'm saying? Urban
South Chicago, West Chicago, North Philly,
it's
shit like
just
that.
they just kind of gotta they grew up a little different. I don't want to go too deep into that, but that's the case. But I'm saying is have different people in your life for different reasons. Let people thrive in the best way that they can serve you, in the way that they can serve you. So that's the man's perspective for the day.
For sure. Y'all got anything else for y'all? Anything else I want to say for y'all? Let them know where to find you at. Let them know where to find you at. Everything.
I'm listening to what he was saying. I was trying,
He wasn't thinking about that. I saw that. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking about
Get on his ass.
He was saying.
Aurelius Duncan has a question.
I do understand
I'll
a lot
repeat your
of what
question.
you're saying, and I think that it's hard for me. I would have to read that book that you're writing.
Okay.
To just get the entire thing, because I'm big on a man having emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
There is something though to a man that will cry all the time or say that he don't know, or insurity. I don't know if that's a word. I'm unsure if that's a real word, but
Uncertainty.
And how that changes the dynamic for a woman that needs leadership. Yep. And just needs certain masculinity in her home. So I received that from what you were saying. And the message that you were saying, like, yo, certain things is for your therapist.
Yeah.
However, I want to be in a relationship, and this is just being optimistic.
Okay.
This is optimistic. Where my woman, me and my lady get each other, where we are our best friends. And with my best friend, I feel like I should be able to talk to her. It's not, dump, that word that you use, and that's another thing that I was examining, emotionally dump.
Yeah.
Right? That's like, I work for sanitation. We open up the back of the truck, the shit just go plop. Like, and it's just a lot for somebody to handle. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that versus sharing, right? Versus just communicating. Dumping, that's just a lot for somebody to handle all the time. So I can see why a therapist is trained for emotional dumping. So, I'm in the middle of what you were saying.
It sounds like you're exactly what you're okay with exactly what I explained.
Right.
Because you're still communicating with your woman and being open to her and letting her know, like, hey, baby, this bothering me, or whatever the case may be, this is what I was going through, whatever. But it's not an overload.
Right.
So I feel like guys and people in general, they be wanting their partners to be their everything. And that's not healthy.
Best sex partner, therapist, best friend,
all of that shit.
Best roommate,
that's
cleaner,
too much.
It's a lot,
and especially if you, as a man, because we speak to men on our podcast. As a man, no, your woman shouldn't be all of that. Like,
so I'll say this. This is what I do, and I don't know, whatever. Like we could dissect it. We could break it down. I'll express my emotions freely.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say what I feel. I'll say everything I feel. I won't show it. I'll say I'm sad. I won't be sad. It's almost like saying LOL out loud without laughing. You remember that? Like 4 years ago, she used to be like, LOL. It's like, she was like,
yeah, you laugh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how, like, I'll tell you this is how this went and this is how I felt about it. But I'm gonna do all of the showing it
The
by
expressing
myself.
it.
Like I'm not crying. I'm not. You know, the anger, the frustration, the
You're stoic.
All of the I'm smooth, but I'll tell you all about it though. I'm just not gonna break down in any way in front of you.
Men cry in the dark. That's what they say. That's the book that I had somewhat read. I didn't read the whole shit.
Yeah.
But it was basically about we don't really share. And we're expected to take on all this shit from women or from the world. And we're expected to not buckle. We're expected to kind of not be human. You know what I'm saying? And that could be damaging.
I really feel like men, like therapists is our secret weapon, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I agree.
because we do take on, and it ultimately is our responsibility. I think I forgot when I said this, but I think I broke it down in the intro video, or I forgot where I broke this down, but it's benefits to being like the alpha. You know what I'm saying? Like in the jungle, I gave this analogy on one of my old podcasts. Like in the jungle, the lion gets to eat first, even though the woman hunted for it and everything. Like he gets to eat, and when he's done, then the wife and the kids get to eat. Like, why is that? That's because when danger comes, he's the one sacrificing and putting his life on the line. Like, I'm risking my life type shit. So it's benefits to being the leader, but you can't take the benefits without, you know what I'm saying?
The responsibility. You got to
the
step up.
responsibility.
You gotta
Go
step
to
up.
a whole nother pod. And I got to take a shit. I was drinking milkshakes today. Yo, I love that analogy, though.
Yeah,
about
for
the
sure.
lion.
So, like, just think of it like, you know, it's benefits of that shit. So, yeah, even though we do have to hold that responsibility, it's other outlets, you know what I'm saying, to evenly distribute everything that you're feeling.
How the fuck did we get, we went a lot of places today.
We went a lot of places.
Yeah. Before we wrap up, this is what I want to say. Listen, man, we be on social media a lot. We post a lot of posts. We talk a lot of shit. And this podcast is open to everybody, but it's for men at the end of the day.
Literally.
We talk to men about how to be better men. Tahoe just told me some things I need to change about. I'm a petty ass nigga. Okay, it is what it is. All right, listen, but at the end of the day, we talking about to men about being better men. A lot of times in the social media space, anybody gets to comment. So a lot of times there's women in the comments telling us how to be better men. This is the solution to that. We have a Discord, guys.
Yeah,
we have a men's only Discord where we talk about men helping each other, being better men. And it's not just me and Jones giving advice to men. It's everybody coming together to say, hey, this brother has a situation. Let's find a solution for this situation collectively as a group, right? So we have a Discord. If you want to get in that Discord, you need to DM me at Terry Roseland, TerryRoseland, or Jones at
A Man's Perspective _ A Man's Perspective is spelled normally. A Man's Perspective.
Right. And we're in there talking about leadership. We're talking about confidence. We're talking about purpose. Hey, and at the end of the day, it's a lot of times where, I'm great with women, but there's some shit that he might say in a certain approach, and I'm like, hey, listen, I'm using that shit.
Vice versa, for sure.
I'm using that. So at the end of the day, we got a Discord. It's for the guys. It's for the dogs. It's for the shooters. It's for the homies. It's for the brothers. It's for the kings. Everything. So let's do it, man. Yeah.
Y'all can find me. Can I do mine too?
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Hey, y'all. I'm Tahoe TV. That's Tahoe _TV on Instagram, Twitter. I talk a lot of shit. I'm just here to try to I just want to leave a mark on the world, something positive on the world. That's really why I do this shit. I have a show, basically, the Hard or Soft Show, where we talk about the things that make men hard and the things that make men soft. And I'm also widely hated as the host of a show called So Shameless, alongside my friends, Miss Daja Bell and DJ Trauma NYC. And we just talk about urban issues, relationships a lot. And we're we're rebranding soon to start talking about bigger issues in the community. So I'm looking forward to that too, because I'm too old to be talking about $200 dates. I'm getting tired of that shit. So shout me out, Tahoe _TV. Peace.
All right, we out.
We out.